welcome back, and today I'm doing a Q&A for you. I think quite a few of you like me doing these, and I enjoy doing them because it's kind of more of a chatty, more casual kind of video, and I like to kind of show more about me, if that makes sense. I've got my cup of tea sitting right here, so if you want to join me with a beverage, then go and get one now. So I asked you guys for some questions on Twitter and Instagram. If you don't already follow me over there, then I'm at fayesfix. And I've also started on Snapchat, so if you're into that, then come and follow me on there as well. So let me just get going with the questions. Cara Louise has asked, would you rather eat a scorpion or a MAC lipstick? That is a really tricky question because I don't really want to eat either. I don't know why, but I feel like I would rather eat the scorpion. I think I'd rather have that kind of initial pain and kind of the crunchiness, but I don't really want to kill an animal, but at the same time I think a MAC lipstick would be absolutely disgusting. So I feel like I'm going to have to go with the scorpion. I have been asked, if you had to be any Disney princess, which one would you be and why? I love your videos, by the way. Thank you very much. I am not a huge Disney fan, so I am not kind of well into that, but if I had to kind of pick one, it'd probably be Belle, just because I really love her look and I think she's really pretty. Well, they're all really pretty, but I really like her, and I really like that story of like the Beauty and the Beast. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Belle. LJ has messaged and said, hi Faye, love your videos. Thank you. I was wondering what your all-time favourite perfume is. Also, what is your favourite snack? I like the second question a lot. The answer would be Eccentric Molecule 01. And my favourite snack, it's a real toughie because I love savoury, so I love crisps and things like that, but I also love a good biscuit. So I feel like it would have to be crisps or biscuits, like really unhealthy, but yeah, one of those. Beth Oakley has asked, which YouTuber do you watch the most and why? Good question. I watch the Saucony Jolies every day, so I probably watch them the most, but my probably favourite YouTuber would probably be the Mitchellax, because I just absolutely love their vlogs. I just love the way that they do them and they take more effort over them, and yeah, so that would be that. Alice has asked, what is your go-to lip combo at the moment? I absolutely love MAC Soar and the Collection Cream Puff lip product in Cotton Candy. I've always loved that for a while. If you watch my channel, then you'll know that. It's just a really nice everyday pink colour. She's also asked, which I think is a good question, how do you budget now that you don't live at home? Also your best tips. I think it's a really interesting question, and I don't want to go into it in too much detail, but I think it's really important to know what your outgoings are, and then if you want to save any money, then kind of take that out of your ingoings, and then kind of work out what I actually tend to work what I've got out per week and then kind of work it out like that. So I think to kind of take off the more important things first and then see what you've got left for the less important things. Meg has said, hello Meg, which do you prefer, blogging or vlogging, and why? I used to blog a lot more than I do now. I don't really blog very much, and I do videos more. I think I do prefer vlogging just because I do it more regularly, but when I blog, I really enjoy it as well. I feel like blogging takes up more of my time because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of pressure with blogging, with like your writing and your photographs kind of being critiqued. So yeah, I find like vlogging a little bit more relaxed and a bit more personal, so yeah. I like all these stupid questions. I've got, would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands? Let me think about this a second. I think I'd rather have hands. Oh, hold on. But does that mean that you'd get either or on the other? I feel like I would not want my feet as hands. I feel like that's gross. So yeah, I don't really know how to answer that question. Justine has asked, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Love from Copenhagen. Hello. Really good question. I would like to go to lots of different places in the world. I do really want to go to Australia at some point in my life. I'd love to kind of do a little bit of travelling there, and kind of somewhere in Asia as well, possibly. And I would like to go back to New York. I've been there before, but I feel like I need to do it again. Probably more in like the winter time, because I feel like it would be really lovely then. So yeah, I'd like to go to Australia, I think. Zoe has asked, what would be your top 5 all-time favourite beauty products? That is really tricky because 5 is quite a lot. Probably my perfume that I mentioned earlier, so Eccentric Molecule 01. Both of those lip products that I mentioned, because they're absolutely amazing, both of them. I love a Soap & Glory shower gel. I think they're really great to have in your shower. Let's do one more. I also love my Tom Ford perfume, so I might say that just because it kind of springs to mind. I've had a lot of questions like this, so I'm just going to kind of answer it in one. A lot of people have asked me, do you think you will ever do YouTube as a full-time job, or they've kind of asked like, would you kind of be a full-time blogger if you and like to give up your current job? I think it's a really difficult question to answer. Whoa, did you hear that? Ah, the wind. Going back, I feel like it's a really difficult question to answer just because I don't know if I'm ever going to be in that position. So I don't think there's going to be a chance when I even have to think about it. I feel like I love having a full-time job and having a career, and I really do want to kind of push my career, and that's kind of separate to my like blogging and stuff. But I think it's silly for me to say that I wouldn't enjoy doing YouTube and blogging full-time, because I think it'd be amazing to kind of have that flexibility and to be like the more personal side of creativity. So yeah, if you don't know what I do as a job, I work in social media, so a lot of you ask me, so actually kind of that and my blog kind of sometimes interlinks anyway, so that's what's quite nice. But yeah, I think it's quite a difficult question to answer. Sorry. Shannon has asked, what's your favourite thing to bake? Good question. I always bake a Victoria sponge if I want to bake something. It's so simple and so tasty that it's just a brilliant one to bake. Profungus has asked, have you thought about getting any pets? Yes, we have. We live in a flat at the moment and we both work full time, so we can't really have a pet that requires much looking after. And we, at some point in our lives, would love a dog. We both really love French Bulldogs, absolutely obsessed, and always send each other videos of French Bulldogs. I just think they're absolutely adorable. So yeah, we would love to have one at some point, but I just don't think it's realistic, and I would never ever want to get a pet when it's unfair on the pet. I think it's not great to leave a dog all day, so I just don't think that's fair. So we would not do it until there's kind of an opportunity to. So it may be never, it may be when we're like 60, so yeah, we'll see. Abby has asked, I follow you on Snapchat and you look in such great shape lately. Have you been increasing your runs or have you adjusted your diet as well? This probably maybe deserves a whole video in itself, so let me know if you want me to do a video. I recently decided that I wanted to try and get into running. I've tried it before and I couldn't, but this time I'm a bit more with it. I've been running probably a couple of months now, a few times a week, and this week I actually managed to run 4 kilometres, which is absolutely insane for me. It might not sound like much to some people, but for me it was a huge achievement and I nearly cried. So yeah, I've been running a little bit more, and I've always recently kind of tried to watch what I'm eating a little bit more. I think it's really important to not kind of eat too much crap. So yeah, it's kind of a combination of that, and I think my body is improving slightly. It's not really all about kind of making my body skinny or anything like that. I just want to be fit and healthy, because I have never been a fit person and I think it's dangerous to not be fit. So yeah, I just felt like I needed to kind of sort my life out before I kind of hit a crisis where I was like, ah God. And just a couple of questions on Twitter. Yasmina has asked, what is your advice for getting a job in social media? Okay, so my advice for getting a job in social media is to try and get a bit of experience, or to kind of see what trends are kind of important at the moment and what's working well for brands and things like that. So yeah, that would kind of be my quick advice there. So I've been asked by Lizzie and by Jenny a very similar question, basically, how do I juggle my job and YouTube at the same time? I don't very well, not as well as some other people have, and recently I've had a bit of a break. I think it's really important to kind of step back and look at, you know, what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy, what inspires you and things like that. I think it's just really important to get into a routine. I think routine is the key word, and I always found it really important to film on a Sunday, or film always in advance, because then you've got a video in the bank and you don't have to worry too much. So I think it's really kind of a good idea to maybe plan. Blogging is a bit harder, I think, but I think YouTube, you can kind of plan a day that you're going to film your video and when you're going to edit, and then you can get that up the next weekend and kind of stay ahead of yourself maybe like a week in advance. That is my Q&A finished. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You can hit the button here somewhere. Yeah, thank you to anyone who asked me a question. I really enjoy doing these, and let me know in the comment box below what you want to see on my channel, because this is kind of our community and it'd be good to know what you guys want to watch. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I really love you all guys, so thank you. Bye. Over and out.